I woke up to a gift under my tree. The tag said, "From you. I live alone." And when I opened it, I found something I buried 20 years ago. Something that should have stayed buried. I haven't celebrated Christmas in years. Not since Mom died. This year I barely bothered, threw up a cheap tree from Target, no decorations. Just going through the motions so the apartment didn't feel so damn empty. Christmas Eve, I went to bed early. Didn't want to remember her Bing Crosby records and the way she'd hum along. But when I woke up Christmas morning, everything changed. There was a gift under my tree. I stood there staring at it like it was a bomb. Red wrapping paper. White ribbon tied in a perfect bow. And a tag. Handwritten. To Daniel, from you. My hands went cold. I live alone. Every door was locked. Every window latched. No signs of forced entry. Nothing missing. Just that. I should have called the cops. But instead I picked it up. My hands were already tearing the paper. Inside was a toy car. A red Hot Wheels Mustang. And I swear to God my heart stopped. Because I had that exact car when I was 7. Same scratches on the hood. Same missing rear wheel. I lost it during a family trip to Lake Tahoe. Cried for hours. That car was gone. 20 years gone. But here it was. The next morning, another gift appeared. Mom's scarf. The blue one with the little flowers. The one she was wearing the day she died. The one I threw in the trash because I couldn't look at it anymore. Then more gifts. Every morning. A burned photo. A letter I never sent. My old house keys. Things that shouldn't exist anymore. And I started to wonder if this was punishment. For something I did. Something I've spent 10 years pretending never happened. On the 7th night, I stayed awake. Sat on the couch with a knife in my hand, eyes locked on that tree. 3 a.m. The air shifted. And I saw myself walk into the room. Not a reflection. Not a dream. Me. Same face. Same scar on my left hand. He moved slow, placed a box under the tree, then turned. Our eyes met. He smiled. And mouthed, "You forgot what you did." Then he was gone. I crawled to the tree. Grabbed the box with shaking hands. Inside was a newspaper clipping. Dated December 24th, 10 years ago. Local girl, 6, killed in hit and run. Driver still at large. And beneath it, a photo. Of me. Behind the wheel. The memory came flooding back. Driving home drunk from a Christmas party. The little girl on her bike. The sound. The panic. I stopped drinking after that night. Told myself it never happened. Buried it so deep I almost believed it. I didn't forget. I just stopped letting myself remember. Now every Christmas morning, I wake up to find another gift. Another reminder. Another piece of what I did. Because here's the thing, I'm the one leaving them. Some part of me, the part that remembers what I did, won't let me forget. And every Christmas he comes back. Walks through my apartment. Places that box under the tree. To make sure I never forget again. The tree's still up. The gifts still come. And every year there's one more. I'm a nurse. I work night shifts at County General. 12-hour stretches of blood, chaos, and people at their worst. By the time I got home Christmas Eve, I was too exhausted to care about the holiday. No tree. No lights. No family coming over. Just me, my studio apartment, and the kind of silence that makes you forget what day it is. I crashed hard. But when I woke up Christmas morning, something was wrong. There was a gift on my coffee table. Gold wrapping paper. Expensive-looking bow. And a small white tag that said, "Day 1 open me." I stood there in my scrubs, staring at it. Every door was locked. Every window latched. I'm paranoid about that stuff. I should have called the cops. Should have left. But my hands were already tearing the paper. Inside was a newspaper clipping, dated December 26th, tomorrow. The headline read, "Local nurse injured in parking garage collision critical condition." And there was a photo of me, bruised, strapped to a stretcher. The article described everything. How I got hit by a car in the hospital parking garage at exactly 11:47 p.m. How the driver fled. How I was in the ICU fighting for my life. I felt my chest tighten. This was a prank. Had to be. Some sick joke. But December 26th came anyway. I went to work like normal. Told myself it was nothing. But at 11:45 p.m., walking to my car in that dim, concrete garage, I remembered. I stopped. Waited. At exactly 11:47, I heard tires screaming. A car came flying around the corner, headlights blinding. I threw myself backward, hit the ground hard. The car slammed into a concrete pillar 10 feet from where I'd been standing. The driver stumbled out, drunk, mumbling apologies. I sat there shaking. The gift had predicted it. The next morning, another gift appeared on my coffee table. Day 2 opened me. Inside, another clipping. December 28th. Apartment burns down, cause unknown. My address. My name. Then day 3. Body found in river, identity confirmed as Sarah Mitchell. That's my name. Each gift showed my death. A different death. A different day. All within the next 2 weeks. I tried everything. Stayed at a hotel, gas leak in the room. Went to my friend's place, her stove exploded. Called the cops. They thought I was having a breakdown. Every time I avoided one death, another appeared. On day 7, the gift was different. Final chance, December 31st, 11:59 p.m. Inside was a photo. Me at a New Year's party. Smiling. Holding champagne. The building in the background? My ex-boyfriend's apartment. The one I swore I'd never go back to after he cheated. On the back, handwritten, "This is the only timeline where you survive. Go to him. Forgive him. Or die at midnight." I understood then. This wasn't about warnings. It was about control. Someone, or something, was trying to force me onto a specific path. Every choice I made, every death I avoided, it pushed me closer to that apartment. To him. To a life I didn't want. December 31st, 11:58 p.m. I stood outside his building. I could hear the party. Laughter. Music. 2 minutes left. I had a choice. Go inside. Forgive someone who destroyed me. Let this thing win. Or walk away. I turned around. Started walking. At 11:59 my phone buzzed. A notification. Another gift waiting at my door. I smiled. Kept walking. Midnight hit. Nothing happened. I was still breathing. Still alive. When I got home, I unlocked my door, expecting another box. But there was no gift. Instead, there was a mirror leaning against my wall. I looked at my reflection. And my reflection smiled back. But I wasn't smiling. She was wearing the same outfit from the photo. Holding champagne. And behind her in the mirror, my ex, alive and well, arm around her waist. I realized then. I made my choice. But in some other timeline, some other version of me didn't. And she's trapped in there. Living the life I refused. Forever. The reflection waves at me sometimes. And I wave back. Because at least one of us is free.